So I was asked, based off of my last video about prison a few videos back, what is a bedside visit? Well, a bedside visit is when you are incarcerated and you have an immediate family member. In this situation, it was my son, who was 3, who is sick, right? And the doctors say that there's a high percentage that they may not survive whatever the illness is. So therefore, the institution, in my case, it was Marysville, you get a choice. You can go to do a bedside visit, or you can go to the funeral if they do pass. Well, of course, I chose to do a bedside visit in this situation. Now, did I know that it was only one or the other when I chose? Nope, I didn't know that. I didn't find that out till he passed away, and then they denied my ability to go to the funeral home because I had the bedside visit. But I would have made that choice all over again, because let me tell you about God's favor in that. So we applied for it from Children's Hospital in Columbus, and they had me in oranges and shackles and chains with 2 guards that drove me there from Marysville to Children's Hospital in Columbus. They took you right through the front entrance, so all these kids and people are seeing me come through the hallways, all the way through the elevators and up to the floor. When I got to my son's room, there was not supposed to be anybody but me and the police in there. Well, what the guards did was they allowed my father to stay in there, and it was supposed to be for 30 minutes. And by the grace of God, I got over an hour and 10 minutes. So my dad was there, and I got extra time. Now, is my last memory, my son was eating for me when he went to eat for other people, right? And when I left, of course, he was upset because I was leaving and had to go back to prison. But I got to spend that time with my baby, right? And I will always cherish that. So then what happens is the guard tells you it's time to go. You know, they reshackled me and chained me. They did release me to be in the room. And then we went back. On the way back, the guards began to talk to me, and the one began to tear up, and she said, "I don't care what anybody done, they don't deserve this," which I had been trafficking drugs, right? I had been drug trafficking. So at any rate, we drove back to the institution, right? I go back and go into my life. Well, then what happened afterwards is about 2 weeks later, he did pass away. And therefore my family had to take care of all of that because I had the bedside visit. But that is what a bedside visit is. And God once again showed up for me, and he was there, and he was gracious in the middle of my storm. And so once again, I'm here to say that no matter where you are in this world, whether it's free or prison, whether it's bond or slave, that if you focus on the Lord, he is faithful and just to cleanse us from all unrighteousness. For God so loved the world that he gave his only son Jesus, that whosoever believeth in him would not perish, but we have life, and life more abundantly when we're obedient. We don't just have fire insurance. Have a good day, everybody.